Welcome to a brand new episode of Girl, Geek, and Gay, the show that believes procrastination is the spice of life. I am Jose, and with me is the lovely Jaime.
Hi.
And the beautiful Stephanie.
Hello.
How you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. Yes. It's nice and sunny out. Why?
I'm glad.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of rain.
It was a lot. I love
Yeah.
rain, but that was too much.
Yeah. It was nonstop.
Yeah, it wasn't great working in it.
No.
My window has been broken. I don't know when's the last time we talked, but my window was not working right, so I couldn't roll up the window. And there was a point in time when I'm driving and the rain is coming in through the window. So, and also the truck I drive has the heat shield doesn't work. So all the heat from the engine is coming in from the bottom. What the hell? I got the rain coming in from top. And I have my windshield wipers on and I have a squeegee in my hand because I have to squeegee out the inside of the windshield because I can't see shit.
What the fuck? What kind of conditions are these?
They're hazardous. I should get hazard pay.
Yeah.
I really should.
Or a better truck?
I've tried that. That doesn't work. So
Maintenance?
So to finally fix this problem, they replaced the door, right? Because fuck if I know why they couldn't just fix the goddamn regulator.
Oh.
They replaced the whole door. Great. Until I showed up and I saw the door. They took this older door, so now it's a crank that I have to roll the window down manually.
Oh, God.
So I no
Not
longer
work.
I no longer have control of the passenger side window. And not only that, the door is not made for that truck, so it doesn't close right. I was unaware of this, so my seat also is broken, so it's not very comfortable.
Jeez.
It is terribly uncomfortable truck. So I'm
no.
constantly shifting around in it. And one of the things I always do is I put my hand on the armrest, another hand on the door, and I'll push myself up. Kind of like to just readjust.
Okay.
I did that on the freeway at 60 miles per hour, and the door flew open.
What the hell?
And thank God this was one of the times I was wearing my seatbelt.
Oh, one of the times, Jose. I can't stand you, I swear.
But I shit my pants.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because like that door opened. I thought I was going to end up right. Like,
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah.
So now I make sure that door is closed.
And that you wear your seatbelt.
Yes.
No,
Click it or ticket, I've heard.
Okay. That's crazy. I don't know how you're doing it.
I don't know, man. Like, all the other drivers refuse to drive that truck, too.
So how come you have to be the one to do it, to drive that truck? Does he not have any other trucks?
I'm also the most experienced driver he has.
Okay.
And every time somebody drives my truck, they crash it.
Wait, your truck as in that one?
Yeah, the truck I drive.
The fucked up truck.
Yeah,
Got it.
they hit something with it.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
That's been my work life.
Yeah, how you been?
Other than that, I'm fine.
Good, yeah, you survived.
Yeah, I'm not dead.
Guys, guess what, though?
What did you do?
We lived through the Mercury retrograde.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
It's over.
I was aghast. I was.
Jose doesn't.
I didn't think I was gonna make it.
Maybe that's why your truck flew open.
That's why. That's exactly why. Fucking Mercury.
When was this? When did it happen?
Would have been 2 days ago.
2 days ago? Okay, never mind. It was already over.
Oh, God damn it.
Mercury retrograded and ended on the 18th.
No,
so.
it was just the after effects.
The residual.
Yeah, it was residual retrograde.
No, it was I know you don't believe in this stuff, but it always gets kind of funny. I remember like the 17th, especially. Everything was going crazy that day at work.
Yeah?
People were just not understanding like stuff those days.
Yeah, Mercury really makes people dumb.
It's not that. It's communication in general. Like it's very difficult time. One of my friends told me that I sounded like somebody. It's a drag queen. Her name is Adore Delano, and she was talking about it on the pit stop for this season. She's talked about Mercury, and she also mentioned Leos, by the way. So.
I don't know what that means.
You wouldn't. You're a Leo. But no, it was like seriously the day before it ended. I was like, "Hey guys, like everything's gonna be fine." I was totally teasing my coworkers about it too, and but that day specifically, it was just so bad. People were just like not understanding anything. People were confused. Things were breaking down. Like
So was that the only day Mercury was in retrograde?
No, it was like a whole, almost like 3 weeks. It was
Okay,
like
so what
20
else
days of
happened
it.
in those other 20
I mean,
days?
I'm just specifically talking about that day because that's just what I remember the most of like the retrograde. In my
So you're
opinion.
telling me in a 3-week span, you had one bad day.
No, I mean it's been.
And that's
been
Mercury's
It's
fault.
been a bad. Like I'm trying to only focus on that small one, but in general, in general, in general, things at work have been a little shifty. But I'm not saying that it's because of the retrograde. But I just don't feel like the retrograde helped the situation.
It really didn't.
It was crazy. What'd you have going on? How's work been? How's life been?
Chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of Mercury, right?
For real.
Fucking
no, for
Mercury.
real. Freaking Mercury. Oh my goodness. No, not only was it the rain.
Yeah.
I love the rain, but it was very excessive.
Yes, that was Mercury's fault.
And now we have stuff growing because of the moisture
Uh-oh.
around the property.
Oh, okay.
And I can't get rid of it because we had some random rain that happened a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh.
just like, I'm getting drenched because I did not wear the proper attire because I didn't know it was supposed to rain.
Oh, that was the day. Was it that day that I saw you out here and I was like, "Hey, the clouds are coming too."
Yes,
Yes.
and I didn't believe you.
I literally.
I
saw
was
her-
cleaning the grill.
Yeah. She was cleaning the grill, and I go. I was walking out. I was like, I saw the clouds coming, but I was just like, hey, just the clouds are coming. Just a heads up, right? I didn't think it was gonna get crazy either.
I didn't either.
It
I
got
was like,
crazy.
It did.
that
And I was
day.
just like, I don't like this at all.
Oh no.
And then my boss was out of town for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So our regional manager was around and it just was crazy.
Yeah.
And then what else? At home has been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like my child, it affects her really badly because she goes crazy. She's just like wanting
With
so
the rain
much.
or with the Mercury?
The Mercury.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
The Mercury rain. How about that?
Don't let it be a full moon either. Something about full moons and children.
Yeah.
They just something, and I'm just like, why? Go away already.
Science.
Jose doesn't believe me, especially the days around the full moon. Like I feel like the 2 days before and the 2 days after, people are their wildest, like
Yes.
wildest. And I'm like, and it's all like, Adolfo didn't believe me until he believes me now because he recognizes the same thing. People act really freaking crazy.
Yes.
It's science, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. Something like
Yeah.
something with the moon and Mercury.
There's some type of energy.
Yes.
We don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain
I
it.
don't, but I definitely feel it.
I see it
and
too.
I see it, and I'm
Yes.
just like, because even I was like, I don't feel like myself right now.
Yeah.
I was so irritated with
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and just even like the smallest thing, my daughter could just be walking by. Why are you walking by me?
I feel
like
you.
it just. I was.
I
yeah.
feel you. See, and I feel you, and that's how I start realizing. Oh, I wonder when the full moon is coming too, because then I start freaking out too. You know, Jose's dying over here.
And then the
But-
wolves now.
Yeah. But see, to me the full moon is like the night of the full moon is like the calmest,
Yes.
and then things get crazy again right after that. You know, it's like the transitioning periods.
Obviously.
This is a real thing, Jose. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's definitely a thing. I don't know about that other word. But
Anyway.
Flat earther.
Yeah, see, it's you. It's not us, bitch.
Yeah.
two out of 3. Thank you very much. Wait, 3 out of 4. Excuse me.
You good?
No, I don't know numbers. My sister yesterday called me. Like we were talking for like a good hour, and she called me, and she started breaking down like this new job that she wanted to possibly take, right? And she just broke down like her whole math and why she's actually going to be making more money still, like not paying rent where she lives. Paying half the amount of rent where she lives as opposed to paying no rent at this new place, right? I'm like, she just started listing numbers. I'm like, girl, and I was like, look, if you did the math and you know you're gonna be fine, stick to what you got to do because you're just telling me numbers.
yeah, I'm not gonna double check your work.
Yeah, I'm also not gonna I could write this down, but I'm not gonna do that. So it's very sweet of
Hold
you.
on, but did you carry the one?
No, like I
Did
asked
you
her,
PEMDAS that shit?
I asked her 3 times. Okay, like, but did you make sure to like not include your rent, right? Like that you're paying rent, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, yes, Jaime, I told you that a few times. I'm like, okay, then why? Then if it's gonna work out for you, then great. I had to stop her. I was like, if you got it down, then you got it, because math is not working for me right now. So it's that Mercury retrograde.
Fucking Mercury. I found out that I do math weird.
Okay.
All right. So for instance, I was listening to a podcast yesterday and they talked about something that came out in 2007, and my brain like, oh, but that's 16 years ago, and like they're trying to do the math. Yeah. So the way my brain does it, I'm like 2007 plus 3 is 2010 plus another 10. Now we're at 13 plus another 3. That's just 16 years.
I understand what you're doing. Yeah. That sounds way too much. Yeah.
So my brain would just break it all down into like the smallest amount of numbers.
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna be like. Otherwise, I have to like take off my shoes to count that high.
Or you could just change like the position of your hand. So once you get to 10, then you just look at it backwards. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
I've never done that.
No?
I use my toes.
Really? Okay, so do you also know that you can multiply your 9s with your hands? You're like 9 by whatever with your hands. So this is 9, right? So 9 times 1 is 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have 10 fingers if you're putting one down.
Sorry. So 9 times 2. Sorry. So this is the second. This is the second finger, right? So 9 times 2 is 18. So 1 and 8. So 9 times 3 is 27.
What?
9 times 4 is 36. Right? I'm doing math right?
Yeah.
45, 54, 63. 72. You never heard of that?
No.
Wow. I still don't understand it.
Okay.
You don't?
So,
I got it.
So,
and I'm terrible with math.
So,
oh, man, I can't math.
9 times 1. I can't put that pinky down, right? So 9 times 1. So this is 1, right?
Yes.
1 times 9. So you put that down. The rest of it is 9. What you have left is 9, right? 9 times 2.
Like, I still see 9.
9 times 2. 2, you're not counting this one, right? So it's 1. The number
so
1.
there's still 9 fingers.
Hold on a second. Let me finish telling you what I'm telling you.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, this
5,
is riveting
6,
for the
7,
audio
8.
version.
Well, I'm showing the cameras too. That's what I'm trying to do, Jose. But okay, if you see, right, 9 times 2. So this is 2. Not okay. So 9 times 2, 1. Just the figure 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 18.
Okay.
Do you see it now?
Yes.
27. It's really uncomfortable. 27. So 2, 1, 2, the number 2, 1, 2,
okay,
3,
I get
4,
you,
5,
I get
6,
you.
7. And then you go on to 36, 45.
Adolfo was like, I'm a teacher, you're stupid.
But you see it though, right? Yeah, so it's making sense.
Yeah,
so
okay,
it's making sense, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so 45, 54.
I didn't say it makes sense. I see it.
You guys didn't know that? It
No.
does make sense though. I mean, it makes sense if like you want to learn how to multiply 9s really quickly. There you go.
I'm a visual learner, so that makes so much sense.
I mean, I don't think now I need to do it as often, but that is how I learned it at a certain point. So, okay, 45, 9 times 5. 45, 54, 63.
I've never learned that.
Isn't that crazy, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
My daughter taught me like how her teachers, you said how to do it backwards.
Yeah.
She was like by 5. She's
Yeah.
like 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would have never counted the back of my hand. Like,
And
it's
then
still the same hand.
And it's even crazier because in sign language, like it's
Yeah.
like 16, I think something like that. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Like so they have ways to do math in sign language as well.
Well, just counting. Like, once they get to 10, then it's 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Because 1, 2, 3, 4, I can't.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
It feels weird.
Like, I can do it on this hand,
Because they're
Can
connected.
you do the Spock?
but I can't do
thing?
this one. I can do
You guys
that.
do
Yeah.
Can't do it on
Again,
this hand.
great for the visual, for the audio version of
But
this.
okay, watch the
We're
video,
spreading our
guys.
fingers
Yes,
apart.
we're throwing up signs. Fingers. God. Also, on a random topic about hands, I can't snap with my left hand. It drives me friggin' crazy. I can't do it. It does not work. I can only snap with this one.
How high are we right now?
We're not even high. Imagine if we were high. Have we ever talked about the alphabet?
What did they put in the coffee?
We've only had like a few sips too.
That's a few. This is a few.
Yeah.
Wow, come for me, Stephanie. Dang.
Well, look at it.
Yeah. I mean,
He's thirsty.
exactly. But mine's chocolate, I think.
I was gonna get into coffee now too. So. Anyway, now you guys learn how, but now you guys know how to do math.
Mercury.
And we learn how to do math your way, kind of.
No, my way makes no sense.
I'm like, I didn't learn.
My way makes no sense whatsoever.
Well, you're like you say, you're rounding up to the nearest 10 essentially is what you're doing. Yeah. And then you're just dividing it, or you're dividing the remaining, you're adding up the remaining to equal up the correct amount.
That sounds right.
I get what you're saying. I kind of understand what you're saying. It feels longer that way.
Yeah.
Ding.
Let's talk about today's show, shall we?
Yep.
All right, so scientists might have figured out how to treat a major mental health issue. Research to one of my greatest fears might have just made a huge breakthrough.
Oh.
Are we on the road to the Terminator future?
Oh, like
Dum, dum,
I
dum.
thought you were gonna ask me something about the show. Sorry.
Can science reverse this previously irreversible part of life? Another zombie show is finally getting canceled. New HBO series ranked third lowest in IMDb history. Stephen King is getting a new adaptation. And fans really want Netflix to pick up this movie series. So, yeah, let's get to it.
Yep.
So,
the Year of the Rabbit.
What?
I just wanted to throw that in. It's the Year of the Rabbit now. Just FYI. I don't really know what that means, but I'm just going to point out. The Lunar New Year just happened.
Yeah.
It just happened last night.
Yeah. I mean, so what does that mean?
There's a personality thing about it, but I only know about the tiger because I'm a tiger from the year.
Rawr.
Yeah. Oh, really? You're from 86 too? Oh, cool. Wait, 86?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a dragon.
Are you? You would be.
I don't know what that means.
That's such a dragon thing for you to say.
Oh, you could suck.
Don't tell me that.
Oh, my.
Oh my, indeed.
So scientists might have figured out how to treat this major mental health issue. Research. Wait, did I skip one?
You
Oh no, never mind.
Okay.
I started reading the recap again.
Okay. Oh,
My bad. So a new report from the MIT Technology Review has given us insight into how doctors can treat depression using neuroscience that has established like this mood decoder. It's really interesting. So the way they did it is they put in these what's it called? These electrodes, like 4 electrodes into the brain, right? And like a battery on your chest. And this battery just sends out impulses into your brain.
wait, like inside your chest though, or just on the
your
outside?
chest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it sends out these electrical signals into your brain, and it can detect like where the depression is happening. So they've tried this before. It's called deep brain stimulation. So they've used it for years to treat Parkinson's, and they've tried using it for depression, but it didn't get much out of it because it wasn't as advanced as it is now.
Okay.
So depression happens in multiple parts of the brain and not all at once. So it was really hard to kind of pin down. So now with these 4 electrodes, they've been able to kind of figure out like where it goes. And one of the patients reported that his depression went away for 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's
So it's like a
really big
one
thing.
time. Well, you do okay. In this situation, it would be once every 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months with this guy, and it would just be like one. I guess like a stimulant at that point to help with the depression for those 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, so the data from the experiment can create generalized maps of the brain. So it could allow other doctors to treat patients using less invasive methods in the future. So we're at some point just gonna get like an energy drink.
Wow.
And that's I'm not
Yeah,
I'm
or
not
a
saying
shot.
that's happening.
Yeah, or a shot, or like a lightsaber.
No one's gonna take the shot.
No. We've been through that. Yeah. No, I was talking about Adolfo and I it's funny you bring up like the whole like mental health, stuff, because we were just talking about how like I feel like I would be a more productive person if I developed like routines for stuff. Right? But somewhere along the lines I heard that like if like people that have a lot of routines end up Alzheimer's could be kind of what is it called? You could prevent it. I guess you can avoid it a little bit if you don't have as many routines. So like as opposed to
Like working out your brain.
like working out, like doing different things at different times, like even down to like the way that you shower, right? Like if you shower in the same manner all the time, it's like a routine in your head, right? And so in order to avoid,
You gotta keep your brain guessing.
well,
It's like, oh, you don't know
not
what
to
I'm gonna watch
surprise
first.
No, you're not like that. You're not gonna surprise yourself, right? Because you're already thinking it. But I'm saying like just doing it in a different pattern. So like if you go from the top down, do it from the top down, do it from the top. From the bottom up, can't speak English.
Just do your left armpit and your right foot, right?
No, you have to do every part still, just in like a zigzag. So I feel like I would be more productive if I had routines, not for like showering, but I'm talking about like for work or for other things too. But then I hold myself back from doing things like that because I guess Alzheimer's is kind of something that freaks me, like makes me nervous, kind of losing control of your state of mind, even your body to an extent, because, sometimes people wander off and stuff like that. It's a really serious situation, right? And sometimes even like, so in order to like avoid things like that, I've engraved this thought into my head that I need to kind of just do things randomly in different orders at different times.
That's why I do it.
That's why you do it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I don't plan anything. I just do it.
And see, even planning, I like planning things with even like friends. To me, I try to avoid plans in general because I feel like people don't always follow through anyway. So it's like if I'm off and
I know what that's like.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
The way you're smirking at me.
Nothing.
Jose, first of all, you're the one that's always late if you want to go down this road. You were
But
on
I
time.
show up.
Okay. But we planned it at 12. So.
But I showed up.
Anyway, so that was my thought about the whole mental thing. I just wonder how it'd be eventually coming down the line is like treating stuff like that too. Where you can have a routine, but you could also be okay. In the long term, in the long run. Do you get what I'm saying about like the whole solution? Yeah. Okay. Jose seems confused.
No, I get it.
He's like, what?
But bringing up Alzheimer's. So the brain weighs 3 pounds, right?
Damn.
Yeah, I know. It weighs 3 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Well, the reason we don't feel it is because it's like suspended in cerebral spinal fluid.
Oh, crazy. Like it's just like almost like gyroscope. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
So cerebral spinal fluid, CSF, it flows in and out of your brain and spinal cord and bathes your brain in nutrients.
Bathes? Like it's just
like it's just
dipped?
like
wow.
So it helps your brain stay young and learning stuff and whatever.
Wow, that was very well spoken.
Thank you. I didn't even write that down.
Yes.
That was right off the top of my dome.
Okay.
My suspended brain.
Yes.
You could definitely tell my brain has been suspended.
Yeah.
However, like a less studied function of CSF is that it provides immune protection to the brain. And a new study has discovered its role in cognitive impairment, such as Alzheimer's.
Wow.
So the study found that as people age, their CSF immune system becomes dysregulated, and the CSF immune system in Alzheimer's patients is vastly different from those in in healthy individuals. Dr. Gates said, like, we now have a glimpse into the brain's immune system with a healthy aging and neurodegeneration. This immune reservoir could potentially be used to treat inflammation of the brain or be used as a diagnostic to determine the level of brain inflammation in individuals with dementia.
Wow.
It's their future goals is that seeing if they can stop the signals from the brain that starts causing some of the cells to multiply that start killing the brain. So they could potentially eliminate Alzheimer's.
Whoa. Wow.
And all we needed was Thor to have the possibility of having it, for them to be like, we need to fix this.
Thor?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, did you say that right now?
But that was in the last show.
Did you?
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is predisposition to Alzheimer's. That's why he's taking a break. Yeah. See, someone listens.
Good job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Somebody has to. Oh my God. Am I the new?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy.
You are the new Megan. Did you guys watch Megan by chance?
No.
Oh, like what? Like was she on a show or something? No, I haven't seen it either. Wait, it's in theaters, right?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'd watch it if it was at home, but I don't think I'd pay for it. You saw it? You said?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm going to.
Cool.
I saw Avatar.
Cool. Again, like when you said, I'm like, I got you. I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was a bad movie at all. I did enjoy it. I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Thank you.
The little doll is creepy as hell
I
too.
was gonna say it's creepy. That's why I'm gonna watch it in my house.
Yeah.
I
Very
shouldn't
creepy.
watch it at my house.
I was gonna say.
Dolls.
I was gonna say. You know which one I saw that I don't agree with you about was Smile.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Why?
It was dumb to me. Like I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what I didn't like about it, but maybe the ending is what I didn't like about it. Was there something after the credits? Because I didn't even stay long.
I don't know.
Okay. I just didn't think it was a good movie. Like I didn't like. I don't feel like we got anything from it. Like even I don't know. I feel like other scary movies at least give you an origin, maybe. Yeah. So that maybe that's what I'm thinking, or like just a better understanding. But it just seems like it didn't seem like. Did you see it?
I did.
Oh, okay. So I just kind of felt like we didn't get any resolution to the issue, number one. And then how has this been happening so much and nobody's ever noticed like a pattern with those specific people, you know, until this situation?
Because then we'd have an older movie.
An origin?
I don't need an origin.
It did freak me out.
Yeah, I mean, there's some freakiness about it.
Because I didn't like the way... Well, it was the first character when...
When that happened, yeah.
She was the creepiest.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Everyone else, they just had weird smiles.
Yeah.
But that girl, I was like, oh, her face haunts me.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm just like, I didn't like it. But I wanted to know where it came from.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm like, if this is... Who makes this stuff up, though?
Yeah.
People on drugs.
I don't know. I always think there's some truth to certain things, so I'm just like...
Well, and so I think part of it, too, was like that a lot of... it could also been perceived like as a mental health issue that she was going through, right? Too, and then like she gets spoilers, guys, for the movie Smile, just FYI. But she gets like abandoned by her husband, and like just out of nowhere. Fiance, yeah. Right? Her sister just like, mom went through that too, and then just like, yeah, that's it, you know. And I guess it was just kind of like, damn, nobody's really trying. And then her ex boyfriend, whatever he was, that was just taken so out of nowhere too. That like, oh, they were actually. To me, the cohesiveness of the story wasn't cohesive, is what I mean. You know. It was all over the place, yeah. And then he ends up kind of being the hero, but then because she died, you know. And then now
he's the hero at all.
Now he kind of was, right?
No,
yeah,
he
now
didn't save anybody.
Well, he was trying to save her. He was trying to be there for her. Which, by the way, her fiance just like left her, like out of nowhere. Her sister left her, and then this random cop who was kind of a, you know, I don't know. He kind of came off as a dick at first, you know, and then he was like, "I'm gonna be the one to save you," but then didn't. Yeah.
Now you got screwed.
And now I'm screwed because of you. You know, like I don't know. It was like meh. You know.
Well, at least her family is safe from it.
Yeah, I guess they should have gone. Her sister should have gone to possess her ass. You know?
I enjoyed that movie.
Okay, cool.
Well, the New York Times reports that scientists at Columbia University are working on creating a conscious robot that can learn and adapt to situations in real time.
Oh, because of Megan.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up. See?
Yes.
It all comes back around. It's crazy, huh?
We already know this is coming. What the fuck?
So this also means that these robots can self-diagnose problems and correct their mistakes and stuff.
So a Baymax.
Yeah, it's very much, and at some point you have to wonder like where's that line between AI and consciousness, right? So that's when these ethical dilemmas come around because I did a story a few months ago at this point about this chatbot at Google whom this guy started thinking like this bot is developing consciousness, and the way the bot works is like it just picks up, it scours the internet and it picks up on patterns of conversations, and you know it has access to basically all the information in the world, and it can create thoughts and conversations. So at some point the robot mentions how they understand that they're happy, but they don't understand certain feelings, like like anger or sadness. Like they don't understand that feeling. So again, it gets you wondering, like, okay, when does this AI start counting as a conscious being? Especially because it's going to keep evolving, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at with these robots that they want to create.
Wow.
Professor Hod Lipson, these names, man. He said, if we can create a machine that will have consciousness on par with a human, this will eclipse everything else we've done. These robots will be able to fulfill a variety of purposes that Lipson believes will be inevitable. So, the future will see humanity relying on robots for a variety of tasks, both intimate and life-altering.
What?
I know what I said.
Kind of makes me think of
Oh, people are going to fuck those robots.
No.
Oh,
Which one?
Tales from the Crypt. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah, I did. I
with
just
the Crypt Keeper.
don't remember. There was an AI one in there too.
Yeah, he had this robot woman, and then he got stuck to it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, then he got stuck to it.
Oh
So
wow.
I'm just like,
He got stuck to it.
yeah, so
Like a
Like
dog.
physically?
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
no, for real, like a dog.
What the heck?
You don't know dogs get stuck?
No, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, no, but I'm telling. I was saying to the crypt, the Tales from the Crypt thing. Like they just got stuck to it. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then it shows in the future that they're in like this, I want to call it a bubble. And him and this woman are still.
This robot woman.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That just sounds like I get to build myself a girlfriend one day.
Jose, stop.
And you know what's funny? These robots will probably still have more rights than women.
Oh my God, terrible America. But also you could just evolve your vacuum.
Upgrade it.
They've already known you for so long.
We're already intimate.
They. What's his name again?
Kevin.
Oh, so you're gay for robots.
Apparently.
Got it. Got it.
So this is a story I brought in the past, and lately it's like back in the news. But scientists in Boston labs had an old mice regain their eyesight, develop smarter, younger brains, and build healthier muscle and kidney tissue.
Wait, you said old mice?
Old mice.
Like a group of mice?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
I mean,
I thought you meant because it sounded like you
Otherwise,
said
a
an
mouse.
old mouse. It sounded like you said an old mice. That's why. Did I hear you wrong? I'm sorry. English. It's okay. My bad.
I think he said old mice, not the old mice.
Not an old mice?
No.
Okay.
Old mice.
I heard. Okay.
So they've discovered that our bodies basically contain a backup copy of our youth that can be triggered to regenerate.
Of our youth?
Of our youth.
What the F?
Yeah.
Where? Is it in stem cells?
Somewhere. I don't know.
Oh.
I didn't ask. I'm still
Find
waiting
out.
for Batista to get back at me. So the paper was published in the journal Cell, and it challenges scientific belief aging is the result of genetic mutations that undermine our DNA.
Wow.
And it says that it's a loss of information in the cell's ability to read the original DNA, so it forgets how to function. It's kind of like an old computer that just the hard drives just get corrupted at some point, or software issues, like that stuff.
Yeah.
But they're saying that there is a way to trigger these regenerations
Wow.
to make us younger again.
Crazy.
So I get to be younger with a robot girlfriend.
Boyfriend.
Either or, man. At this point, loneliness is loneliness.
Aw.
Do you guys watch The Walking Dead?
No.
I did for the longest and then stopped. Is it canceled now?
Well, they finished
Yeah.
they finished the last season. They just put it up on Netflix. It was a good last season. I will say that.
It was no longer like on TV, whatever TV is nowadays.
Yeah, like the show ended.
Oh no, but I mean, like the last season was just put on Netflix.
No.
Oh,
It ended and then they put it on Netflix,
Oh,
like
okay.
they usually do.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. Well, Fear the Walking Dead is finally getting canceled.
Oh, I thought that was canceled a long time ago.
So did I.
After the first, I don't understand how that show survived.
Oh,
for
that
so
show
long.
is it's always rated like among one of the worst shows.
It's so weird.
Never even heard of it.
Fear the Walking. It was supposed to be a prequel, which, by the way, there was no origin story in that prequel either. It was just so weird.
It's not a good show.
No,
like
it's
none of the
terrible.
characters make any decisions that make any sense.
Terrible.
It was bad. It was a very bad show.
Yeah.
And apparently it's still running, but they're gonna air season 5 and then that's it. So 5 seasons.
At least it was only 5 seasons and not 30, like The Walking Dead. No, just it went on for a while though. And again, The Walking Dead was good up until it wasn't, in my opinion. You know, so
Yeah, I mean, I know there was a season where I fell off of The Walking Dead, but then I went back in and I was like, all right, this isn't as bad anymore.
yeah.
It's because at some point they actually started bringing in new characters and focusing on them as the main characters, as opposed to just having this one main character where it just followed them. And at some point, there's only so far you can go with a story before you're like, kind of over it.
They could have honestly, and they could have done like, I guess, an anthology type of thing too with it, right? Like
they
it could
have a show that's like that.
About The Walking Dead.
It's called, oh my god,
Walking Dead Worlds or something like that.
something like that.
I don't know.
I don't remember what it's called, but they do have an AMC show like that where it's like an anthology.
Well, and what I mean by that is like you can do like, let's say 3 seasons of Rick, you know, and his story of
And wrap it up.
Yeah, and wrap it up, right? It could have been 3 seasons of it, and then like a new like the Fear the Walking Dead could have been a thing, but with a more with a better story in general. Because there was this character that was just he was a junkie and
The Johnny Depp looking kid.
yeah, I think so. But he was just so like I don't like that. How did that kid survive so long? Like through and it was just by accident.
Plot armor.
Huh?
Plot armor.
Well, and it was just such an accident for him, and he was just so obnoxiously a jerk in the whole series that it's just like, dude, like you're not a likable character. Why are they keeping you alive so long? You know.
So there was a character on that show whom I hated, and I was
in the Fear
the Walking Dead, and the biggest reason I stayed watching was I wanted to see that character die.
Oh my god!
Right, and I'm like, they're gonna kill him. They have to kill him. They do, but they kill him off screen.
Oh, like they never showed him.
No, and then like you get like a flashback of him dying, but it was so just like he didn't even get eaten.
Oh,
Like he was in a car accident, and then like somebody like came up and shot him in the head.
dang!
And it's like that. No, like I wanted to see him ripped apart.
Oh my god!
Okay.
No, he deserved it. He was a little
Walking
shit.
Dead does do that a lot though. Walking Dead.
Yes. I forgot where I was going with this.
Okay.
There have been rumors that Gina Carano's Cara Dune will be recast after all.
Okay.
Do you know who Gina Carano is?
No.
Gina Carano is an actress. She used to be a UFC fighter, UFC MMA.
Probably.
She was a fighter, and she transitioned into acting. Terrible actress, but she was doing her thing, and she was in this Disney show, The Mandalorian, which is a Star Wars spinoff, and she started tweeting all of these ultra conservative, radical things. Comparing mask mandates to the Holocaust and that type of thing. So, of course, she got fired. And now they're talking about recasting her character, which was originally just not going to be done. That character was just going to be done with. But Gina Carano did have a new movie with Ben Shapiro's The Daily Wire called Terror on the Prairie.
Oh my god! Terror on the Prairie.
Terror on the Prairie, which is like an action movie where she plays like this woman in a house that gets terrorized by people trying to break in.
Oh.
This movie, it had a very limited release. I think it was released in like 10 theaters for a day, maybe 2. It made a whopping $804.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
How many people saw it?
4.
They all chipped in. She was the face of women's MMA, is what the internet says about her.
Okay.
MMA. That's what I mean.
So there you go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. $804.
Dang.
Even people that are fans of the Daily Wire are calling this movie woke.
What? What?
Yeah, they're saying that this movie's part of the ultra woke movement because she is an unkillable woman and very unlikable. But that's just her acting because she can't act.
Yeah. She was an X-Men, right? One of the X-Men.
She
movies?
was in Deadpool.
Oh, Deadpool. That's what I meant. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So she was. I mean, she was okay in that, but she didn't have to say much or do much.
Yeah,
so.
because she didn't really have to act.
Yeah.
I actually did not look that up, but probably more than $804.
What was the name of the film again?
Terror on the Prairie.
Terror on the Prairie. Wow.
This Jeremy Boring, which I don't even have to make a joke about that.
Yeah.
He said, "We're making entertainment first content, challenging content, adult content," which, I get to think.
Oh my god.
But the two things that will distinguish a Daily Wire film is the fact that it broadly speaks to values that conservatives are aligned on, not strictly conservative values. We're not making Hillary's hard drive story. We're not making ragtag football players find Jesus in the third act. But like, you might be asking, like, what are people saying about the film?
Yeah.
It's a great question, Stephanie. One reviewer wrote, "More woke nonsense," and he criticized the movie. He criticized her for being strong like Arnold in The Terminator, and he called her Joanna Wick, which Joanna Wick is like right there, bro.
Who says Jonna? Like that was a weird stretch for sure.
Yeah, like Joanna is right there.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
No, but they were trying to keep the man in it. The budget says 75 million supposedly. Gross
It's almost there.
Gross worldwide was actually 13,000.
Worldwide,
13,000.
Well, it opened up to 804.
Jesus.
Yeah, but yeah. So someone else said that this movie is no different from a Disney movie that has an unlikable female protagonist who are supposed to make her likable but crazy. But I think that's just Gina Carano's acting. She's not a good actress.
She's not a good actress, no.
And I've always said that even before her whole controversy.
I mean, to me, because she was always kind of a background character, so I didn't really care that much. I mean, even in Mandalorian, it was kind of like, like she's there,
I completely forgot about her. I think it was whenever you guys would mention it, I'm like, oh yeah, she's in that.
She's in it, yeah.
And it was like we were reviewing the show.
Yeah.
So it's sad that I forgot about a character that I just watched in the last episode that we're currently talking about.
Was she that regular on the show, though? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
Oh.
I remember her like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
And that's only because you guys kept bringing her up.
Yeah. She just said too many crazy things. And mind you, this is her own community that's like, saying these things about her, and really she was in that type of just a movie for them, and can't even hit that target. Yeah.
I mean, good luck to her and whatever she does next.
Okay.
Did you guys watch the Velma TV series on HBO?
No. Like it just came out recently with
Yes.
Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of Mindy Kaling.
I love Mindy Kaling.
I'm really not a fan of her.
I like her. She's cute.
Oh my god.
She's cute
Do you
and
know who
annoying.
Mindy Kaling is?
Wasn't she in The Office?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 I don't like her.
Why?
Just
Is it the voice?
that's part of it, yeah. But I don't find her funny. And this
hilarious.
show is just terribly unfunny.
What, Velma?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
why?
is a terrible show.
Why?
It is a terrible show. I cannot explain to you how terrible this show is.
I'm gonna see
And I
it.
have watched all 4 episodes, right?
There's only 4 episodes?
I think the first 2 were released when it first came out.
Okay.
And then they released another 2 yesterday?
Oh, okay.
2 days ago, maybe? So I have watched all 4 episodes, hoping that it gets better, but it is not good. The jokes are not good.
I can't wait to disagree with you about that. But again, I like Mindy Kaling though. So, do you think it's because of her that you don't like it?
I don't know, but it is not a good show.
Because didn't she do like the writing too for the show?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Did you like the Mindy Project?
I never watched it.
It was cute.
Really cute.
Yeah, I liked it.
I never watched it.
I liked it. It made me cry a lot. I
I'm
think.
I'm not a fan of her, and it might be the voice, but I just don't find her funny.
It sounds like a you
weird.
problem.
I don't
Well,
find
well,
I
this
don't
show.
find her funny either. I just think she's just adorable.
I do think she's adorable though too.
But sometimes her voice does annoy me. And
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Ryan, like, shut up. Stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show is currently rated 1.3 out of 10
Oh, because
on
it's not just
IMDb.
you. It's not just
and it is getting like so here's the thing, because it has been review bombed, right?
Okay.
People are really mad at the race swaps for characters, which I'm at a point where I don't care anymore.
She's playing like her
Velma, yeah.
She's playing Velma, but I mean like do they talk about her race in
No,
the show?
Not really. No, Shaggy's fucking terrible. But Shaggy's been race swapped.
Okay.
I think Daphne and Fred are still white. But just the writing in this show is not good. It just so
If the writing's not good, that to me is a problem,
yeah.
right?
So here, the problem with all of these people having review bombed the show kind of takes away from the real issues
Yeah.
with the show, because now
Yeah.
people are like, oh, you're reviewing this show just because you don't like the race swap.
Yeah.
But even things like There's been other shows that have done it, that have gotten review bombs, that have kind of evened out, or at least put a dent in it, because of other people that are like, no, like this is really good. But no, like this is coming like from both anti-woke review bombers and left-leaning reviewers. They're just like, nah.
I was I was talking with Stephanie about the last Resident Evil movie, and how like I don't care about, like, personally I don't care if a fictional character is replaced with whether they go from white to black, whatever, right? Like, to me, like, as long as the spirit of the character exists, right, in that in the movie, right? And then when we saw Resident Evil, like, we talked about Leon, for example, not having any Leon personality, like he was just like some dweeb, and he's bad. Like, he was just not a good Leon, Right. And so like, to me the those swaps aren't an issue, right? As long as they have the personality and the character. So I'm really curious now to see. Then again, I don't know that like a lot about the Daphne. Well, yeah.
What's there to know?
Well,
some kids are solving mysteries.
Yeah, I didn't grow up on it though. When was Scooby Doo out?
Like in the 70s?
Yeah, it was before me.
I mean, it was before me too.
Yeah, but did you see it?
Yes.
Did you watch a lot of it?
I used to watch it in Spanish.
Oh, maybe that's why you saw it.
What?
Because didn't you don't your people get things delayed? That's not what I mean in a sense. No, okay. No, I'm just joking around. What I mean is that
it takes a long time to draw the cartoons in Spanish.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It's like the translations. Like, there's a lot of stuff that they get in like Central America, in Mexico, that comes out. Like Dragon Ball Z was like, it took a while to get to the Spanish like networks and stuff like that too. Is what I'm saying. Your people. Yeah.
The show is so bad that
our people. I'm one of these people.
Well, the show is so bad that HBO had to turn off the comments on the trailer for the show, because people were just really just not liking
like
it.
On like YouTube.
On YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is getting a second season, despite being the third lowest show rated in IMDb history.
You know what show got canceled, Adolfo, and everybody here? There's this. What was that gay spy show that we were watching on Netflix? Oh, it's so sad. It was such a cute show too. I liked it. There was this animated series, and you reminded me.
I remember you guys telling me about it.
The G Squad. Stop.
G Patrol.
G Squad. Netflix. Maybe it was called G Squad.
I have no idea.
Never heard of it.
Oh, G-Force. It was called G-Force on Netflix. The first season was really, I liked it a lot, but it got canceled. It's not getting renewed, or it's not getting a second season. There's this scene in the beginning where the main character goes to make coffee, but it's like this chemistry set of like, it goes through like this home like chemistry set just to make coffee. Adolfo turns around and looks at me. He's like, "You?" I was like, "True."
That sounds accurate.
I'm like, "True." I need a little bit of 2%, a little bit of cream. Anyway.
All right. Have you guys heard about The Dark Tower? It's a Stephen King series.
Yes.
They did a movie recently. Well, not recently at this point.
Dark Tower. It's in relation to Dreamcatcher, isn't it? Something? I feel like it's in relation to something that's already been out.
So, well, they have the movie with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, well.
No?
It came out a few years ago.
Yeah. What at this point it's like 10 years.
Has it?
Don't like, please don't let it be 10 years
Tower?
ago.
No, there's no way. It's got to be like 5. Oh, wait.
I hope so. Because I'll feel a little less old.
2017. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh,
I'm good with that. 6 years.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mike Flanagan, who did Haunting a Hill House. Did you guys watch that?
I'm pretty sure I did. Netflix?
No? Yes.
Yeah.
Netflix series, Broke Neck Girl, scary show.
No.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is a good show.
Like something I will put on my list.
Yeah.
I really like the way he shot scenes, because there's a lot of single take shots, and I really appreciate a well done single shot, as opposed to all the cuts like Marvel fight scenes. Mm-hmm. But he has written a script for Stephen King's The Dark Tower that he sees going a minimum of 5 seasons. He's already adapted Doctor Sleep, which I haven't watched.
Doctor Sleep,
which is a sequel to
The Shining.
The Shining.
The Shining. Yes,
That was really good.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
Did you?
Haven't seen it, but I want to.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I think it's on HBO also. I'm not sure. And also Gerald's Game, which I've never even heard of.
Gerald's Game.
Yeah.
Oh, I talked about this on the show. I thought at one point. When did Gerald's Game come out?
I've never even heard of it.
Oh,
but it is a Stephen King novel.
It was really bizarre, that movie, because it made me feel uncomfortable, and I think it's because it was a very real topic on top of that in the movie. But it's about like this woman, and this woman gets trapped because her husband has a heart attack right when they're gonna have like moments. Yeah, they're gonna have their intercourse. But she's handcuffed because they're just being like kinky, and he has a heart attack on top of her.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. And then it goes down this really dark.
What?
No, and it gets darker. It gets dark, right? Like it goes from just her being in that situation to then her going through like a psychological trip because she's trapped. She's like delusional. She's like dehydrated. You know, everything like is happening to her in that moment.
Well, I mean, all the moisture was going somewhere else. So
No, but yeah, but it wasn't like, to me. It got uncomfortable. It got uncomfortable. I don't know if I'd like watch the movie again for me personally.
But was it good?
I don't even know if I would call it.
Okay,
I don't know. I don't think it was bad, but then also it's like that thin line between real life and hallucination type of thing. Like, and see, that's where it gets kind of even like it got really real for like something that was supposed to me almost feel like it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be kind of like maybe a ghostly figure or something like that, a ghostly situation, like a spirit situation. Because then there's also like a dog involved at a certain point.
Wow.
Not like that. But I mean, like, I don't want to, I guess, spoil it. It's been out for a while, but like he's even like in this state like where she's hallucinating, like she's seeing him alive, but he's actually dead, and then just going back and forth. So it gets really mind trippy, and I don't know if I enjoyed the movie. And I don't know if it's good or bad in my head. You know, it's just one of those things that I saw.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I did a really bad job of describing that.
No,
but,
my sister told me about it, so
yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I have to look this up. But I forgot about it.
Yeah, it gets dark because then it goes into her past too. You know, her history of herself. Yeah, so it took a road that you're not expecting. It could have been like a ghost story, but then it got really real in a dark way.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, The Dark Tower is a series of 8 novels following the story of Roland Deschain. I don't know if I said that right.
Okay.
But he's a member of a knightly order known as Gunslingers, and the last of the line of Arthur Eld, which is their version of King Arthur. And he's in search of the Dark Tower, which is a fabled building said to be the nexus of all universes. And there have been they've talked about how in the Dark Towers, like they do connect different universes of the Stephen King novels. So they have like a portal to like the It type things, and then like other, which is really cool. But he sent Stephen King an outline of everything he wanted to do with the property, and King signed off on it. So it's looking like it's going to go to Amazon.
Maybe that's why I thought it was connected to Dreamcatcher.
Maybe
if it's like,
yeah, if they're all connected.
Yeah. See, and
it's like the Asgard
I was like, excuse me?
in Norse mythology.
I know now. No, but even like to me, Dreamcatcher is even one of those movies that it was very like a fictional. There was a lot of different things that you don't really understand. Like in that movie, I think I told you about this before. This guy has a library in his head, in his mind, right? But he just like exists. Like he can just exist and go in there and take out a book and start reading, and but it's just like, and then he can see everything that's going on the outside at the same time. So so I guess in that sense it relates to like Gerald's Game, even, you know, where it talks about the real things she goes through, but it also has a lot of fictional ideas in the way that it's presented.
I think we talked about that when we were talking about how there is limited space in our brain for memory and stuff. And the way Sherlock Holmes puts it is he has like like his brain works like an attic. So if he learns information that doesn't pertain to anything that he cares about, he will discard it immediately because it doesn't matter. Like I think in Studying Scarlet, Studying Scarlet. I think that's the one where he finds out that like Watson tells him that the sun revolves around the Earth revolves around the sun, and he's like so surprised. And he's like, "How do you not know this? You're like the smartest man I know." And he's just like, "It has no bearing on anything I do. There's like me knowing the Earth revolves around the sun changes nothing."
Yeah, yeah.
So
that was like us last week trying to figure out gravity. We know gravity is a thing. I don't know why. So, yeah.
and we should
Wait.
Oh,
go ahead.
So Dreamcatcher, that's the one where those aliens.
yeah, they're like worm things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I think that's what he's talking about because one of the characters, he just
Yeah.
stored his memories like in a file
Yeah.
cabinet or
Yeah.
some type of library thing, and that
You're right.
creepy worm thing was going around the staircase.
Yes, yeah. And you're right. It was a library. It wasn't. I mean, sorry. It was a file cabinets. It wasn't like books. You're right. Now that I remember. Yeah, that's crazy. I like the movie, which is weird. It was
too.
bizarre, which is cool.
Haven't seen it.
No.
I'd
Made
watch
me
it.
not want to go in a cabin with toilets
Yeah.
for a while. So,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And snow.
yeah, yeah. It's weird.
Oh.
Very weird. Very very Stephen King.
Morgan Freeman was in it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, it's a pleasant voice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not in that movie, but yeah. No.
All right.
Spoilers.
Fans are now asking Netflix to restore the Snyderverse.
Can we stop?
Do you know anything about the Snyderverse and all of that?
I'm like, what's a Snyder?
Yeah, that's what we ask ourselves the same thing. And we know about it.
Zack Snyder is a movie director.
Okay.
And,
He's a movie?
although I will say Zack Snyder has made one of my favorite zombie movies. His first movie was Dawn of the Dead.
The
remake
of Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead,
Yeah.
which is, have you seen Dawn of the Dead? They're in the mall, zombies everywhere.
It came out a long time
Yes.
ago.
I think 2004.
Damn, really?
I think so.
I was graduating.
Yes.
Is that the one where their neighbor daughter?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
In
I
the
see.
beginning.
2004.
Thank you. I've been trying to figure out that name.
Dawn of the Dead.
Forever.
Oh, well, there you
Yeah.
go.
Because I've been thinking, I'm like, I want to watch that movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It's a very good movie.
I do. I liked it too.
And that was
The
also,
end got a little crazy, but
that was also his directorial debut.
wow.
But then he went on, and then you know what? And then he did 300. 300 was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's when a lot of the aesthetics, like for his certain style, came to be, with all the slow motion and the CGI backgrounds and everything. But still, I enjoyed 300. So when he got the reins to do Man of Steel, the Superman movie, I was excited. And then I saw Man of Steel. I feel like Zack Snyder did not understand the character of Superman. It was a very dark take on it, which I understand. He was trying to kind of go towards a Christopher Nolan Batman type thing, because it was around that time, where superheroes were just more brooding and darker and always sad.
It was supposed to be like a more like a real take on them too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he missed a take where Superman's always been about hope, right? And but even in the movie though, like the S, he's like, oh, this means hope in my planet. I'm like, bro, like at least smile a little bit.
Yeah.
There is no smiling in that movie. There are no jokes at all. Like that movie is somber, and also the story beats are really bad, where certain actions just don't make sense. And then he went on to make Batman versus Superman, which you imagine you're putting two of the biggest characters in the DC stable together for live action for the first time, and this movie is largely been voted one of the most boring movies. And it's like, how do you screw that up, man? Like you can't put Batman and Superman in the same movie and just be considered one of the most boring movies, and you threw in Wonder Woman. Like how?
Yeah.
Right? So he also did his version of Justice League, which Justice League was just a shit show of a like behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
It was a lot of stuff that just went wrong. He ended up leaving. There have been conflicting reports. So when he left, there were reports that he got fired, but his daughter had also committed suicide. So he said that he left, because of because of that, which is totally understandable. They had another director come in. The movie, you can tell, is two different directors. There were reshoots and things just don't fit, and like you can see the juxtaposition within the two director styles. So when he came back and he made his version, his fucking 4-hour long version of this movie,
like he completed his version.
Yeah. It was better, but it still wasn't good.
No.
And people love his movies though. Like they love his take on the characters.
They love him a lot. Well,
yeah,
like his fans really love him.
Yeah, and I don't understand why, because I don't feel like he's made anything good in so long.
There was a zombie movie that we
tried
saw.
watching Army of the Dead.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
It's on Netflix too. Well, it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still is.
I think it still is. Really boring movie.
It was bad though too. Not just boring, but bad.
Yeah, and this was supposed to be a zombie heist movie. So you have all these people breaking into Las Vegas that is just flooded with zombies. And with smart zombies, smart alien zombies with robots. I don't fucking understand.
We don't know. Yeah, no. It got really crazy.
And these zombies give birth and they have sex. Like, I don't fucking know.
Our first episode was about that movie and us I saw it like 2 or 3 times because I like torture apparently. So because I was trying to understand the movie. I was trying to understand the movie. Like I was really trying to understand the movie, and especially because I was really excited about like our podcast and everything like that. Is like I was trying to understand the movie so that like I could explain it as best as I can. But it was just such a weird spin of everything, and it just really showed that there was no, and mind you, this was his own original idea, right? Yeah. That he was creating, but with such inconsistency that it got to the point where like we like even like that they're gonna create a prequel to it. I'm like, well, why didn't we just get a prequel for it? Why didn't we get the original story first and then move forward with that?
I've tried watching the prequel. I can't.
When you're talking about Army of Thieves or something?
Yeah,
like that?
And it's not even a Zack Snyder directed movie. But it's just it's boring.
Yeah,
I found it very boring.
What was the name of the movie again?
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead or Army of Darkness?
No, Army of Darkness is Evil Dead.
Okay, that's another movie.
No, but Army of the Dead.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah.
Just like you, torture.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a lot of interesting ideas in the movie, which is also part of what I think I was intrigued by it, but the acting wasn't great either. Like it wasn't great. The story wasn't great.
The story made no sense.
It made no sense. But there are some interesting ideas, which is like the whole heist thing. I like that idea. I liked even the idea of like there's like a border that's created around like Las Vegas or something like that.
The containers. We're going back to the containers.
Let's not get on the containers topic. But there's like this border creating around Las Vegas, and people are trying to break out of like a certain part of the town because they know zombies are there and stuff like that. So it just there's some ideas.
So what that is? So there is this border around Vegas, and there is a camp right outside of that border where they have like refugees.
There's like 2 borders, right? Oh no, they're just trying to go back.
But people are trying to break into back into Vegas because they're trying to either steal money and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's where that is.
Yeah, and it just becomes such a weird, because they're also then trying to leave that separate camp, right? They're trying to go further. We got really into this movie.
Yeah,
but the point is Zack Snyder's not good at directing stuff.
Zack Snyder's always been more spectacle than story. If you look at something that Zack Snyder framed, like he will frame a beautiful shot. Like it looks so cool. If you look at the story behind it, there isn't one. Or if he tries to tell a story, like when he did Batman vs. Superman, what should have been a Superman sequel just became like 6 different comic book stories kind of thrown into one, where it was like nothing got resolved, nothing was really done right. And then we also had, I don't know if you've heard the whole Martha controversy. Mm-mm. So there's a point in the movie where Batman, whose mom's name is Martha Wayne, is about to kill Superman, whose mom's name is Martha Kent. And right before he does, Superman utters out the words, "Save Martha," because she had been kidnapped. And Batman just trips out, like, "Why did you say that name?" And then Lois Lane pops up out of the fucking nowhere. And she's just like, "That's his mom's name." And Batman's like, "Fuck, that's my mom's name too." "We're going to save Martha." Now they're best friends.
That was it.
That the fucking happens. That is the way that conflict is resolved. Like your mom's name is my mom's name. Let's be friends.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I saw this movie. So I don't remember any of this unless I just deleted it from my mind. Dr. Holmes. What? Dr. Holmes?
What?
Sherlock Holmes. Sorry.
I get it.
Okay.
It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
They say that the director's cut is better, but I just found it longer. Batman vs Superman.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Justice League, the remake, was just bad too. It wasn't a good movie.
Yeah. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it is very long, and it still has a lot of story beats that don't make sense. Mm-hmm. And like fucking Lois Lane has the best superpower. Like that bitch just pops up out of nowhere, and it's like how? Like how the fuck did you know to be there?
Yeah.
Because the story said so.
Yeah.
So, when Snyder left, all of his movies basically got rebooted, and with James Gunn now running DC. He recast Superman. He's gonna do all these other. He's gonna make his own universe basically, and not counting any of the Zack Snyder stuff. So fans are really upset, and they all want Snyder to come back and make more movies. I don't understand.
For DC specifically?
Yeah, they all want the Snyderverse back on Netflix now. He's making the Moonfall movie, which Moonfall is supposed to be a Star Wars movie. But I don't know what the hell happened with that, and it just got readapted to an original story.
Oh.
So that's going to be on Netflix. That's going to be a Snyder movie. But that one's already, I think, planned to be like a three-part movie. And I hear they're very long. He does have a thing for long movies. And the thing is, they're long because there's so much slow motion in them.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think they did for Justice League. There was 26 minutes of slow motion in that movie. That is a very long time.
Yeah.
For this 4-hour movie.
Yeah.
But so that's really all I got.
That's our hate for Zack Snyder.
People really want to restore the Snyderverse. So
no. No.
Did you guys hear about Jeremy Renner's accident?
Yeah, crazy.
Do you know who Jeremy Renner is? Jeremy Renner plays Hawkeye in The Avengers.
Yeah.
So he was basically ran over by a plow.
Yeah.
By a snowplow.
Yeah, his own
snowplow. Yeah. So his one of his family members was stuck in the snow, so he jumped in the snowplow and went to save him and be Hawkeye. At some point, I don't know what happened. It was some freak accident, but this snowplow ran over him.
It kept rolling. Yeah, I guess he might have parked it, but it didn't.
Yeah, like so he broke over 30 bones.
It was crazy.
He was in the hospital, like intensive care, and there's been a lot of reports saying that he'll never walk again. There was some reports saying that he might lose a leg, but I don't think that's accurate. He recently posted on his Instagram a picture of what looks like he's going through like physical therapy. And he captioned it, "Morning workouts, resolutions all changed this particular new year, spawned from tragedy for my entire family and quickly focused into uniting actionable love. I want to thank everyone for their messages and thoughtfulness for my family and I. Much love and appreciation to you all. These 30 plus broken bones will mend, grow stronger, just like the love and bond with my family. Just like the love and bond with my family and friends deepens. Love and blessings to you all."
Crazy. His face, it looks like he got run over by
he got hit by a truck.
Yeah, like literally. Yeah, it was such a trip, but crazy. I mean, at least he's alive. You could
he's
hear
good spirits.
Yeah, there was like 911 call, and you could kind of hear him groaning and stuff like that in the background.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. But he's okay. Well, he's
alive.
He's alive. Yeah.
But yeah,
like you said, it sounds in good spirits. So
yeah, he's still promoting his other show. It's on Paramount Plus. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, he posted like a promotion to the show still, and it's like, bro, like take a break.
Oh yeah, cool. I remember that too. I'm like, wait, he's recovering. like why? I'm like, is this a plot?
No, but that's really all I got.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
So Professor Jaime,
don't talk to me.
Why are you?
We know why. Science.
Who's that Pokémon?
All of a sudden, no,
we can never forget Pokemon. It's a vital part of the show.
You forgot it literally 2 seconds ago, but okay. I this time am going to speak about the Quaxley line. Was that Quaxley? No. Oh, cute! That's his little noise. I didn't know you were gonna play it. I thought you were gonna play but that's Quaxley. Quaxley. Thank you. And if you guys heard that little beep, beep, whatever it was,
It's very low.
can you turn it up?
Oh,
Isn't
that's
it
just
crazy
as
how-
loud as it goes.
Oh, is it? Oh, it sounds so cute. I never noticed how cute it sounded until right now, and I sent you the audio. So, but the
Yeah,
Quaxley.
so do better next time is what I'm saying.
Well, it's like a file from the internet. I can't I don't control that.
Just blame the internet.
Maybe it's your device, and not mine.
Nope.
Anyway,
Because look,
Why are you gay?
wow,
do you hear how clearly that sounded?
wow. So you're homophobic, is what you're saying? Oh my god, that is very loud. Turn it down. Okay. All right. So Quaxley. Oh, he sounds so cute. Is the duckling Pokemon. He's National Pokedex number 912. 912.
No, do the
912.
finger thing.
That would be 90. 90. All right. And he is, what type do you guys think he is? It kind of says it. I showed you a picture.
Water?
Of him. Yeah, good job. Wow,
Yeah,
you're learning.
I know. I just figured, you know. You use my deduction skills.
Quaxley is a very so he's the one I picked. They are the one that I picked in the second generation. My playthrough of Pokemon Scarlet. And I chose this Pokemon. I'll show you the final when I get to the final one why I chose the Pokemon. But there's a very cute character. Although I think of the three starters for sure, my favorite has still been Fuecoco, which is the little fire alligator one I told you guys about a few weeks ago. So cute. I love that. I love that one so much. But Quaxley is the second one I picked in Pokemon Scarlet. I honestly, if there's a way to play the game a third time, I would choose the grass one this time. Well, because that's the only one that's left.
That makes sense.
Crazy, right?
What process of elimination?
But what I mean is I would want to play the game a third time. I'm so obsessed with that game. Like I took a break. I've taken a break because I've done everything that needs to be done in the game for the most part. We've even completed the Pokédex finally. But Quaxley was a good second choice. I like Quaxley. And it says in Pokemon Scarlet, the Pokemon migrated to Paldea from distant lands long ago. The gel secreted by its feathers repels water and grime. It's really interesting because this Pokemon sounds like it could be relating to like other Pokemon that they've put in like previous games. In Sword and Shield, there was like this elephant that looks like it's from like India, and I feel like this character, this one is kind of inspired almost by the same region, and I'll show you in the final look.
Okay.
With it. In Pokemon Violet, it says its strong legs let it easily swim around in even fast-flowing rivers. It likes to keep things tidy and is prone to overthinking things. Excuse me, my English
Same.
is weird right there. It's a very proper Pokemon, right? It evolves at level 16 and it becomes Quaxwell. Is that Quaxwell?
That sounded like somebody just took a dump.
It was a very interesting. Hold on. Why? Okay, this is Quaxwell for you guys. I am not prepared today, and I apologize. Quaxwell. Ooh. This Quaxwell is known as the practicing Pokemon. It's National Pokedex number 913, and it's also
Water type?
Yeah, I think so. It is a water type. All right. In Pokemon Scarlet, it says these Pokemon constantly run through shallow waters to train their legs, then compete with each other to see which of them kicks most gracefully. That's why it looks like that. In Pokemon Violet, the hardworking Quaxwell, excuse me, observes people and Pokemon from various regions and incorporates their movements into its own dance routines. So it evolves also at level 36. The last one is why I chose this Pokemon. Okay. And I think it has to do because I'm, kind of gay or whatever.
Why are you gay?
The last one is called Quaquaval. First of all,
That's Donald Duck.
First of all, that noise is very what we call or what they call in the drag world, very kiki-ish. You know, like I love that.
That's Donald Duck.
And it's it just reminds me of like, that's what I heard my dad. They do that. You don't know this because you're not gayish. I love that. I love its noise, and it's ultimately why I chose her. I actually named mine Katrina because there's also this TikTok about this Pokemon that it plays that "Here Comes the Hurricane." And it goes Katrina, 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 and so I named her Katrina. I chose mine, and her name was Katrina in the game, but her name is Quackleval. The cry. This is the dancer Pokemon, and its national national Pokedex number is 914. Can you guys guess what type this one is?
Dancing.
What the fuck? It's no such thing. And Stephanie, what about you?
Water.
It is water, yes. Thank you. There is an additional type. What do you guys think is the
Air.
second type? No.
Wind.
It would be
Fire.
flying. First of all, it'd be flying. You should know this by now.
By the powers combined.
But it does have a second type. What do you think the second type is?
It's Pikachu!
That's loud.
It is a little loud.
It's a little loud.
bit, yeah.
This one is a fighting type, which
Fighting.
is
I
pretty
figured.
cool. Yeah.
I was trying to think. I was like, there's flying.
That's what I got.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, it's not dark.
No.
I was trying to go through the types.
Yeah. Flying would make sense because it's a bird, you know. But because of the dancing, I guess is the closest thing would be to fighting.
Especially the way it was posed. I
Yeah.
should have thought of fighting.
Yeah, she does. Mine in my game is a she, and I named her Katrina, like I said. And she does this really cool spin dance type of thing. It reminds me of capoeira, I think is what it's called, that type of dance even. And then her pose, and then her posing too is very carnival on top of that too, you know. So, really, it's a really interesting Pokemon. I like the idea. A lot of people don't like it. And you know how people are. They get so stuck in the idea of what Pokemon should be. You don't make the Pokemon, you know. Make your own Pokemon if you want, you know. But I like this Pokemon. I actually really did enjoy it. I laugh every time I hear that cry because it's just so cute to me too. It is very gay, I have to admit.
Now I can see it.
And then it prances in the game. If you have it walking with you, it's just prancing with you. It's freaking cute. It's a giant bird dancing behind you. It's feather. It's kind of like a peacock, but you can't really see the feathers that well. But they do fan out. They fan out behind it, and it looks very carnival. You know, which is people say that Quackleval kind of comes from that idea of talking about the noise it makes, but also carnival altogether. So I like this Pokemon. I think it's a really cool design. In Pokemon Scarlet, it says a single kick from a Quackleval. It's a tongue twister a little bit. Can send a truck rolling. See, kick your truck. Anyway, this Pokemon
could go faster. Got kicked by a goddamn Quackleval.
Good job. You said that very, very seamlessly.
Thank you.
This Pokemon uses its powerful legs to perform striking dances from far off lands. Same. Which is why I think that it has to do with that region that we've talked about with that elephant Pokemon. Can't remember what it's called. In Pokemon Violent.
Wow.
Whoa. In Pokemon
took a turn.
Violet, it says dancing in ways that evoke far away places. This Pokemon mesmerizes all that see it. Flourishes of its decorative water feathers slice into its foes. And so that was Quaxley's line. What do you guys think? Thank you. I like this Pokemon. I really do. It was really cute. Both playthroughs of the game were fun, but for Coco is my heart. He's so dopey and so cute. And a singer.
All right.
That's it. I'm done. Yeah, there's no other Pokemon.
Sure?
No.
Speaking of gators,
there's
this cute game on the Switch. It's called Little Gator. Little Gator.
Little Gator?
Like LIL.
Oh.
Little Gator.
Okay.
Like a rapper.
I guess. Yeah, but it's not a rapper. This little gator is like in this game. All of the characters are very sarcastic and they have really funny humor. And the storyline is pretty much this gator, this little baby gator, is trying to get his older sister to play with him like they did their adventures, and she's so busy with her college life that she just takes him to the park that they used to play, but she's like, I'm too busy, so just go play with your friends pretty much.
Yeah.
So he's trying to get her attention by getting all of his friends to create this adventure for his sister to join.
Aww.
So you have to find all these people. There's this crazy monkey that you have to get wristbands with to be able to climb. Like, it is bizarre, but it's the cutest game I've ever played.
I love it.
Yeah.
How long when did it come out? Just recently? Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's very cute. We just completed it. And now I'm kind of sad because I didn't start it. I just happened to just walk in and my wife and my daughter are just playing it. And I'm just like,
Feeling left out.
no, I was just like, what is this? It's another game that I took over.
Yeah.
They first started Luigi's Mansion. And then I tried again, but I'm stuck.
You're still stuck?
I'm still stuck, and I almost threw the remote. How mad I am at this game. So I was like, I needed another pace. So I started taking over the little gator game. And my daughter's like, I want to play. I'm like, all you do is swing. I want to do the adventures.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I still gotta get into Fae Farm too. I just noticed that it's out now. So
is it out now?
yeah. Oh, I think so. That's what it's saying.
I just
Oh no, I'm sorry, spring 2023.
Yeah, I was like,
it's coming
it's
out
not
soon.
out yet. It's
No,
spring.
yeah, it's out in other platforms, just not on the Switch yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2023. So it's coming out.
It's coming out.
Yay.
Yay.
Yes, exactly. Don't show that, please. Cut it out. I'm not that gay.
Why are you gay?
All right, so this time we're good, right?
Yes.
Jose, you know Pokemon comes at the end of this show. You're the one that almost cut off the show. I'm taking off my hat. But no, I'm good. That was my
All right,
Pokemon of the week.
So you guys don't have anything else to add?
No, I'm good.
All right, this time for real.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, sorry.
This time for real, what? Buys, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't say bye. You usually say
I
bye
was
first.
about.
Oh.
We jumped the gun.
Think. Have a week.
Bye.
Bye.
What are we next? No, I'm just joking.